Hello dear students, welcome to English class. This is Shumana Islam here, lecturer, Department of English, Marston College. How's it going? Hope everything is alright and you are doing your online classes smoothly. Writing skill is one of the major skills of learning a language. Yes dear students, today I'll be discussing a topic from writing paper and the topic is informal letter. We all are familiar with letter writing, right? Letter writing is an important way of expressing or conveying message to others or to communicate with others. You know that there are two types of letters. One is formal letter and another is informal letter. So formal letter and informal letter is totally different. And there are few rules that we have to maintain while writing a letter. We have to know how to write a formal letter and how to write an informal letter, because formal letters are written to the persons who are not familiar with us or they are strangers or not acquainted with us. Formal letters are written for business purpose or any professional purpose, and informal letters are written to our family members or friends or a person who is acquainted with us. So definitely there will be some differences between formal letter and informal letter. The language, the tone and the choice of words, the structure, the greetings, the salutation and the closing of the letter, everything will be different. So why do we write letters, or what is the purpose of writing a letter? There are a variety of reasons of writing a letter. To invite, to apologize, to commiserate, to congratulate, or to complain, to inquire, or to order, or to explain or acknowledge, then for applying or expressing thanks or giving thanks. Today we will discuss only the informal letters. The content of formal letter and informal letter is totally different. So let's have a look on the differences of writing a formal letter and informal letter. In formal letter we should follow formal language, and in case of informal letter, colloquial language. There are no abbreviation or contractions, but in informal letter we can use abbreviations or contractions. Then we have to write a formal letter in third person, but in case of informal letter we can write any person. Then number 4, no imperative voice. In case of informal letter, we can use imperative voice or imperative sentences. Then in formal letter, we should use passive voice. And in informal letter, we can use any of the types. Then next one is no use of phrasal verbs like think about, look into, look for, find out, etc. But in informal letter, we can use phrasal verbs. Then a formal letter should be crisp, brief and to the point. Crisp means easy to understand. No unnecessary information should be there. But in case of informal letter, we can use long, elaborate and emotional expressions. And last one is structured pattern. There are several strict rules that should be followed while writing a formal letter. And in informal letter, we can use the language that is easy to read. The content of an informal letter. Informal letter has 3 parts. One is introduction, then the body and the conclusion. In introduction, you are going to write what is the purpose of your writing, and in the body, you are going to explain in detail about your message. If you have a lot of things to write, you can use 2 paragraphs. Then comes the conclusion. In the conclusion, you will wrap up everything. You can sum up your main idea in this paragraph. You can thank the recipient, or you can wish good luck to the recipient, or you can ask any questions. And then the name and sign, or only the name. Remember dear students, in greetings you can start like dear brother or dear friend, whomever you are writing to. And then in ending or the subscription, you can use your loving brother or your loving sister, your loving daughter, or in case of friend, you can write your friend. Okay? Then you have to give one line gap between 2 parts. That means we have already discussed that there are several parts of a letter, and while moving from one part to another, we have to give one line gap. Like After introduction, we have to give one line gap and then you have to start the body paragraph. Okay. Then write the date mentioning date, month, year or month, date, comma, year. Okay. So when you are writing month, date, year, you have to use comma before year. Then the last one, but the most important one, you have to draw the envelope after writing the letter. Don't forget to draw the envelope. It's very important. And how you will draw the envelope? Here is an example of an envelope. You can see there are two parts. One is sender's address in the left side and receiver's address in the right side of the envelope. And at the top right corner there will be a stamp. Okay. So this is the format that you will follow to draw an envelope. Now let's see what's in the syllabus. This is your syllabus. A letter to your brother advising to take part in games and sports. Then a letter to your friend describing your experience about a train journey you made. Then a letter to your friend telling about how to improve English. Then a letter to your pen friend telling about Bangladesh and her people. Then a letter to a friend thanking for the hospitality shown to you. And the last one, a letter to your younger brother advising him not to adopt unfair means in the examination. Now let's see a sample informal letter. It is a letter to brother advising to take part in games and sports. So the letter is started with the address of the sender at the right corner of the letter and then the date. And after that comes the salutation or greetings, that is my dear, and the name, that is Ovi. My dear Ovi, I am pleased to know that you have stood second in your class in order of merit. Congratulations on your brilliant success. I hope you will continue your success by making better result in the future examinations. So this is the introduction, which started with a positive comment. Then comes the body paragraph or the main paragraph. But Ovi, today I am writing to you for a different reason. Undoubtedly you are a good student and we are proud of you. But you don't possess a good health. This is mainly because you don't like to take part in games and sports. Listen, brother, a sound mind lives in a sound body. If you don't take part in games and sports, in other words, take physical exercise, your limbs and muscles won't grow properly. As a result, you won't be able to keep in good health, what will influence your mind. You will look dejected, that will hamper your study. This kind of exercise will certainly increase your blood circulation and digest power and power to avoid diseases. Therefore, by taking part in different games like football, cricket, hockey, etc. regularly, you are sure to improve your health and look cheerful, lively and smart. You would be able to continue your study with full of attention. The other important benefit of games is that you will grow sociality, ability to leadership and mutual cooperation in you. So this is the body paragraph or the main paragraph, which has been divided into two paragraphs. In this body paragraph, in detail information is given regarding the benefits of taking physical exercise or taking part in games and sports. As it is an informal letter, it is not necessary to restrict the information in fewer sentences. We can write as much as we want. Okay? Then comes the conclusion. So, I advise you to take part in games and sports regularly side by side your academic study. So, this is the conclusion where the sender is wrapping up all the information. And then the closing remarks or the subscription, that is, with love and affection, your loving brother Mahmoud. So this is how you are going to write an informal letter. Okay? So that's all for today. I believe you will be definitely benefited from today's class. Today we have learned what is letter, what are the purposes of writing a letter, what are the types of letter, and the difference between formal and informal letter, and last of all we have learned writing informal letter and different types of informal letters. So now I want to wrap up my today's class by wishing you good luck and good health. Allah Hafiz.